At the beginning of the movie, we are introduced to a young man named Kyle, who diligently cares about his appearance. The hero is a student and star of Baxton High School. He preaches the cult of beauty and says that without a nice appearance, a person is worthless. However, not everyone in the school agrees to elect Kyle as the school's president, particularly Kendra, who defaces election posters. The girl tells the hero that he should give way to a worthy candidate, Lindy Taylor. Kyle in response only tries to ridicule the appearance of the offender and makes claims to Lindy. However, the girl sincerely wishes him to win the election. Overwhelmed by his future triumph, Kyle returns home and tries to share the news with his father, host Rob Kingston. But he's too busy with himself to take an interest in his son's life. Rob tells Kyle about the dismissal of an employee, hinting that in her place will find someone prettier, and immediately leaves on business. The frustrated hero takes his anger out on Zola, the housekeeper, in their house. At school, Kyle learns that he has won the election and unexpectedly invites Kendra to a party at the committee's VIP club. The girl agrees, but warns that it is better not to quarrel with her, because she is a witch. In the evening at the party, Kyle unexpectedly talks to Lindy. The hero learns that the girl works part-time to save money for a trip to Machu Picchu. Her thoughts and judgments seem unusual and pleasant to Kyle. Sympathy develops between the couple, but the hero remembers that he must honor his status and leaves. Kyle sees Kendra and laughs at her, saying that he purposely invited her to humiliate her. The girl replies that she wanted to give the hero a second chance, but sees that he is not worthy of it at all. Our hero for some reason is very frightened by the girl's look. All the rest of the time Kyle feels strange, everything is floating, and he sees Kendra's face. After escaping from the party and going up to the roof, he sees the girl herself, who leaves a mark on the hero's hand in the form of a blossoming tree and gives him a year to find the one who will love him, otherwise the curse will remain forever. Kyle's appearance becomes creepy, as does his soul. Seeing this, Rob immediately takes his son to a doctor. The doctor does not reassure the father, saying that these are external defects and there is no way to fix them. The family moves into a new apartment with Zola, but later Kyle realizes that Rob is not going to live with him and has disowned his offspring's ugliness. The host hires a blind teacher for his son, Will Fratelli, which pisses Kyle off. 5 months pass. In solitude, the hero becomes more human. The guy asks Zola about her children, whom she had to leave behind, having moved to the United States to work. The woman tries to support Kyle and says that his father still loves him and will definitely be with him. Under the influence of the conversation, the hero calls his father and offers to talk, but Rob never answers. Kyle's real outlet in this drastically changed life is riding a motorcycle. He rides it to a Halloween party and meets Kendra. Kyle begs the witch to lift the spell from him, but she refuses. The hero sees his ex-girlfriend and is angry that she is now together with his friend, and does not even respond to messages. The guy is angry, but suddenly sees Lindy and has a conversation with her. The girl tells him that she knew Kyle too, that he was an inspiration to her, even though he was wrong in his thoughts about people's looks. At home, Kyle asks Will about his life. The teacher tells him that he lost his eyesight when he was 15, but has learned to live with it. On the school's website, Kyle finds a photo from the presidential party, where he stands with Lindy. The hero feels warmth and affection for the girl. At night, Kyle comes to the girl's house, and fondly watches Lindy reading a book. Light feelings awaken in the hero's soul. In the morning, Kyle sees his teacher picking out a tie for the day and reasons that looks are important anyway. However, Will corrects him, noting that it's more important how you look in your own eyes than in the eyes of others. After that, the hero studies and deletes his page in social networks, because that arrogant Kyle is no longer with us. In the evening, the guy returns to Lindy's house and follows her going to the bookstore. The hero is inspired by the girl's sincerity and her openness to the world. Kyle tells Zola and Will about her, and the heroes are genuinely happy for the guy, insistently suggesting not to be afraid and talk to Lindy. The teacher suggests celebrating the event by playing golf on the roof of the house. Again watching Lindy at her house, Kyle suddenly notices that the girl's father is being attacked by bullies, and comes to help. However, during the fight, the girl falls down the stairs, and the hero takes her into the house, trying to bring her to her senses. Upon returning, Kyle sees that Lindy's father has dealt with the attacker. Kyle blackmails a man and asks him to give him the girl so he can protect her. In the morning, father brings Lindy to the house to Kyle, who asks Zola to tell the girl that his name is Hunter. The hero tries to establish a relationship with the girl, giving her expensive gifts, but Lindy does not even open the door. Zola tries to explain to Kyle that Lindy is just angry that the guy is trying to buy her, and advises him to change tactics. The hero again goes to the girl and tells her that her father loves her very much and does not want to lose her, so he sent her to this house. Overwhelmed by his feelings, Kyle writes paper letters to the girl and wants to build a greenhouse to grow roses, Lindy's favorite flowers. When Will tells the girl about it, she is genuinely excited. Soon Lindy herself starts a dialogue with Kyle, talking to him about family and hobbies. Heroes by Roles translate the Korean program going on TV. When Kyle learns that Lindy misses school, he offers her to study with him and Will. The hero finally shows the girl his face, but she says with a kind smile that she's seen worse. In the morning, Kyle comes to Will with a request to conduct the lesson as if they had been studying for a long time. Upon learning that it's because of Lindy, the teacher smiles but agrees. Zola advises Kyle to show the girl that he cares about her, and the guy brings his lover to a large greenhouse planted with roses. Lindy is delighted and admires the guy's hard work. Before class, a couple is having a conversation while Will and Zola watch them. Kyle and Lindy are reading a poem to each other, but suddenly the hero notices that flowers are blooming on the tattoo. This means that the deadline given by Kendra is coming to an end. The hero goes to the witch and asks, in addition to returning his appearance, to help Will regain his sight, and Zola to live together with the children. Kendra agrees on the condition that she has time to hear a declaration of love from Lindy within the specified period of time. Back home, Kyle sees a picture of them together from a party on Lindy's laptop. The girl tells him that it's an acquaintance she had a crush on. Lindy notices that the hero sometimes reminds her of this guy. Kyle invites the girl on a date. They sneak into a closed zoo, which the hero visited as a child. At dawn, Kyle confesses his love to the girl who fell asleep. In Lindy's room, the hero sees a reminder of the trip to Machu Picchu. In the morning, Kyle talks to Will and Zola. The hero does not understand whether he needs to let Lindy go, or whether he should continue to pursue her love. The teacher offers Kyle to take the girl to Rob's country house. But unexpectedly during the trip, Lindy receives a message from her father asking her to return home, because their family's stalker has been arrested. Kyle sees it and fears that the girl will immediately leave him forever. However, Lindy deletes the message. Arriving at the cottage, the girl marvels at its beauty and strangeness. Kyle tells her that he used to come here with his father when he was a child, even if only for a short time. Lindy shares that it was harder to live with her father, and moving away from him, though difficult, has become something pleasant, and now she feels freer. The characters walk along the lake at sunset and almost kiss. However, a phone call interferes with this. Lindy picks up the phone and learns that her father has been hospitalized. Kyle lets the girl go and walks her to the platform. The guy realizes that with Lindy leaves his last hope to be the same. Lindy calls the hero a good friend and on the train begins to read touching letters that Kyle wrote to her throughout the time that she lived in his house. The girl's words about friendship deeply hurt the hero. Kyle stops tending the greenhouse and quarrels with Zola and Will. Friends try to suggest that the guy call Lindy and talk. Kyle decides to find the girl and goes to his old school. The students look at him with horror and even disgust, but the hero steadfastly survives their stares and approaches his lover. Kyle apologizes for his behavior and hurt feelings and says that he doesn't feel ugly with Lindy. The girl lovingly strokes his face and then kisses the hero, surrounded by surprised students. Kyle lets his lover go on the trip because he realizes that now that Lindy is by his side, he doesn't care so much about his own appearance anymore. The girl leaves, but suddenly turns around and confesses her love to the hero. Kyle leaves the school with a smile, feeling slightly dizzy. Kendra's voice flashes through the hero's head and his appearance transforms. Suddenly, Lindy runs out of the school door and calls for her lover, but sees only Kyle, who she thought was missing. The girl decides to call her lover, but hears that the call came to Kyle. Lindy looks at him in bewilderment and realizes that it was love that gave Kyle back his former appearance, that he purposely did not tell her his real name. The newly reunited couple kiss and realize that they have a long and happy life ahead of them. Kendra fulfills her promise. Will, who taught and supported Kyle and became literally a second father to him, gets his sight back. And Zola, who helped advise and cared for the hero as a mother, gets permanent residency cards for her children. The heroes are overjoyed, because the love of Kyle and Lindy was able to bring them back to life and happiness. At work, a receptionist approaches Rob and tells him that his new employee with excellent references will be arriving soon. The man says with a smile that her good looks are more important than her references. Kendra suddenly appears from the elevator, determined to teach another proud man an important life lesson. This is the end of the movie. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this movie, and see you in new videos.